Hello everyone, once again it's time for a G-Fest prep video. We've got some tips and tricks for you today for G-Fest 2026, which as of filming this is only a little over a week and a half away.
Yeah.
So, let's get into it.
Okay.
I'm here with my dad,
Hi.
and he and I have been going to G-Fest every year since 2001. So we are more than qualified, more than capable of
Yep.
giving some helpful information towards surviving G-Fest. If this is your first time, you're relatively new, or even if it's your 25th, 26th, we try to make it helpful for everyone. All right, so one of the things we're going to start with today is I think we should talk about individuals who are traveling by car.
Yep.
Because we do that every year, and we used to commute, actually, to G-Fest. The last couple of years, we've gotten a hotel room, and we stay on the premises, but until 2022, we were commuters, and the one time in 2003 when we stayed
Right.
over.
I drove it.
Yes. He drove every year except last year when I took over driving.
Yeah, it was weird.
All right, so the first thing we're going to start with today is if you're traveling by car, because we did that for a number of years. We've only been staying at the hotel since 2023.
Yeah.
Previously, we commuted because we're from the Chicago area, so we would just drive up to G-Fest every year. But it's been a lot better staying at the hotel, especially somebody used to drive us.
We used to do a watch the late movie, get home at 2 a.m., get up at 6 a.m., turn around and go back to G-Fest. Mm-hmm. I am so happy we don't do that anymore.
And then it was a race to get something for breakfast ahead of time, get in line for the registration so we can pick up our packets because we always pre-registered, but then get in line for the dealer room. It was a lot of running around. I don't miss the running around. So one thing, if you're traveling by car and you don't have a hotel room, the snacks you bring, because we do recommend bringing snacks.
Definitely.
Bring something along the lines of potato chips or things that can keep, the non-perishable items. Do not bring chocolate.
Individual bags too.
Yeah,
those are the best.
Yeah, the don't bring a huge bag of anything, or if you're a pop drinker, bring bottles, not 2-liter bottles, but the smaller bottles, so that you can reseal them.
Yeah.
That way you don't have to worry about bringing the cans in because you can't drink everywhere in the convention. So that's something helpful. Anything you want to add?
Well, there is stuff at the hotel, and there's, in fact, as of last year, there was a Starbucks in the hotel, and I saw a lot of trade from folks, and it's fine. And the hotel offers a G-Fest. Yep. The hotel offers a G-Fest luncheon every day of the event, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and the luncheon is $10. You get a hamburger, chips, and a drink.
Yeah,
something like that.
I don't think it's that low anymore.
No, it might be a little more than that.
But it's worth it. It's a worthwhile option for your meal.
Yeah.
The other thing the hotel does, if you're getting there early, is from, I think it's 7 to 11, they do a breakfast every day. They do a breakfast buffet. That's just something the hotel does normally.
Yeah.
So we go to that every year. We do a lumberjack breakfast where we load up for the day, because another thing you're going to want leads kind of nicely into my next point. Wear comfortable shoes.
Yeah.
Comfortable shoes will save you. I'm a bigger guy, and walking around for an extended period of time can be rough on my feet, on my legs. I'm usually dragging by the end of the day. But if you wear comfortable shoes, that won't be so much of an issue. I know last year I was wearing a very comfortable pair of sandals, and I was able to get through the entire thing.
Well, your pedometer said that we averaged 10 miles a day last year. That's 10 miles a day, most of it under roof.
Yeah, my smartwatch thought it was tied to a car or something.
Yeah. That was a lot.
Yeah, we did a lot of walking last year, and we do every year. So be prepared for that, because the convention itself is situated farther away from the rooms, especially if you're staying in the Premier Tower at the Hyatt like we usually do. That's the dealer room is almost on the complete opposite side. Artist Alley is on the complete opposite side from the tower where we were staying. So that was quite a walk.
That was about a block and a half walk just in the building to get from the room to the dealer room. So you got to plan accordingly. Pat and I both made a mistake a couple of years ago. We bought new shoes about 2 weeks before, so we had good shoes for G-Fest. Big mistake. I'm keeping my old friends who've been guarding my feet for the last couple of years because I know they're comfortable and they're not going to cause me a problem.
Yeah, they were not broken in yet.
No.
Now, it may sound like we're complaining.
No,
we're not.
Not at all.
I love it every year. I love the walking because you get to see so much as you're traveling. There are multiple floors that G-Fest takes place on. It's not just the one floor. So downstairs they have the art room, the model display and contest, the model making contest, the make and take,
Film room.
the film room, all kinds of stuff is downstairs, and then on the main floor, of course, is the dealer room, Artist Alley, the panel session rooms. Last year it was the arcade room, and I think it was the tabletop game room is either on the second or third floor now. I don't remember specifically where it was last year.
The autographs are on the main floor, too.
Yeah, they're in a little room off to the side of everything, which I love the way they do that.
Yeah.
You go in, you buy your ticket, and you come back at your designated time. I think that's wonderful.
A lot better. Speaking as someone who stood in line for 2 hours for TJ Storm,
And
totally worth it, by the way.
yes,
Great guy.
absolutely. Yumiko Shaku, too.
Yes.
I have a picture
Yep.
of that. The other thing, while we're on the subject of attire, wear something, a t-shirt that's breathable, shorts, something that's comfortable in hot weather. Because Chicago, we've mentioned it before in videos, we will mention it again. Chicago can be very hot. Last week, when we were filming a video, it was 58 degrees. Today, it's nearly 85.
It's going to be 98 by the end of the week.
And by G-Fest, it could still be 98 degrees.
Yeah.
So, and it also gets very hot in the hotel.
It does.
And that's no comment on the venue.
No.
They do everything they can to keep up with the air conditioning and everything. But there are so many people that it makes every room just very hot. So just be prepared for that. If you've got a Godzilla shirt that you want to wear, but it's not really breathable, maybe bring an extra shirt with.
Yep.
And change into that. If you're staying at the hotel, obviously you've got a change of clothes, so plan accordingly.
Also with the car, if you drive there but you're not staying at the hotel does not give in and out privileges if you don't have a room. So if you needed to leave to go to a store and then come back, you'd have to pay for the parking twice. So plan that in too, because you don't want to do that. The parking last year was...
I think it's $20 or $25 a night.
Now, if you have a room in the hotel, you do get in and out privileges.
Yeah, because you get your parking validated and they give you the ticket that allows you in and out. Which actually, let's segue into the next one. Restaurants in the area.
Yeah.
There are a number of restaurants, because this is in Rosemont, and Rosemont is built around the convention center and is a nicer area. There are many restaurants. There's McDonald's down the street.
Yep.
Down the street by the highway / by the old Crown Plaza, which I still miss.
Yeah.
I love the Hyatt, but I still miss the Crown Plaza. A lot of good memories at the Crown Plaza. But down by the Crown Plaza, they've got the outlet stores, which has a food court.
Yep.
There's also some restaurants nearby the Crown Plaza over that way, such as Fogo de Chao. So that's more of a formal restaurant, but if you're meeting with people, if you're looking for something like that to do, and down the other way towards Toohey Avenue, there's a Giordano's Pizza, which we know from the past actually will deliver to the hotel. We've seen dealers and guests walking around with Giordano's Pizza. So if you're not from Chicago, you might want to try it out.
Yep.
Or if you are from Chicago, you know what to expect. It's a good option for food.
Yep.
But the hotel itself has a restaurant on the premises.
Yep.
Very good food. Very good restaurant.
Yeah.
Great service. That's in addition to where you can get the breakfast.
And the G-Fest lunch. They've got their own little pub up there too, which has really good food.
And the G-Fest lunch also lasts till like around 5 o'clock, I believe, typically. So you can get some options for dinner, but I know a lot of people like to go to dinner later.
And that is a separate charge. That's not included in your
Yeah.
G-Fest ticket. Restrictive diet.
Yeah.
Dealing with restrictive diet in our group for the first time.
Yeah.
And it's been educational. And plan accordingly. Because if you're staying in the hotel and you have in and out privileges, that's fine. There's grocery stores not too far. But if you're just coming for the day, but it's going to be a long day, be ready. Have your food that you're going to need to take care of yourself, because it's not going to be real easy to get there. There's good food to be had there, but it's not on the nutritional end of things. I guess that's the way I want to say it.
Yeah.
So it's fine food for a convention, but if you have a restricted diet, you do need to make other additional plans so that you can stay with your meal plan.
Yeah, because when we mention the G-Fest lunch, we're talking burgers, hot dogs, chicken sandwiches, and pizza.
Yeah.
I think are the main four.
I think that's
the
it,
big
yeah.
four of the G-Fest food.
Yeah. When your healthy option is a bag of chips, then you do need to plan something.
Yeah.
Okay, courtesy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real important.
Yeah.
Please be kind. Please be patient. Hold the door for someone. Sometimes there'll be a person coming in with their arms loaded with their latest treasure, or a dealer trying to get into the room holding an armload of stuff. Be aware. Grab a door. We've helped dealers set up.
Yep.
We've helped artists set up. The one lady that used to do the painted rocks,
Yep.
we helped her.
We
brought
helped her
stuff.
get to her table in
Yeah.
Artist Alley.
It's,
Just be nice to people. Everybody's there for the same purpose.
Yep.
They're there to worship this guy, and everybody's there to have a good time. There's no need to treat anybody rudely or anything like that. And for the most part, this isn't even an issue.
it's rare that I've heard a cross word there.
Yeah, we just wanted to mention it because it's something that is important. We date back to the early days of G-Fest, was only a couple hundred people. Now it's tens of thousands.
Yeah.
So just be courteous, and if everybody is courteous throughout the day, then it makes the convention run a lot smoother. It makes things a lot better. Don't cut in line. Don't do stuff like that. That's just, it's unnecessary. Everybody's going to get into the rooms they want to get into. Everybody's going to get a chance to meet their favorite stars.
Yep.
Everybody's going to get their turn in the dealer room. Everybody's going to get into the Pickwick. There's no need to be rude or anything.
And especially the little kids. They're there, they're
Yeah.
excited. They're the next generation. They're the ones that are going to keep this torch alight. So we should make a point to make them feel welcome as well. We don't have to let them walk all over us, which one did try literally last year to do.
Yeah.
But we try to be nice. That's all.
Yeah, and I've helped little kids when they're trying to get dealers' attention in the dealer room.
Yeah.
I've waved the dealer over so that they could, talk to the kid, with their parents standing right there. Especially the parents who are there just because the little kid likes Godzilla.
Yeah.
I was fortunate. My dad liked Godzilla before I did, which is how I got into it. But
I know we're near the fan level you are.
no. Which is funny because you're wearing the Godzilla shirt.
Yes, I am. You're holding the Godzilla.
So, I was the little kid once. I know what it's like to be in the room and be overwhelmed by what's around you, because it's like 1,000 Christmas mornings.
Yeah.
Walking into that dealer room, and it's so much bigger now than it used to be when I was a little kid. My brother too, he was the little kid once, and he walked into the dealer room his first time, and I don't think he even blinked the first 5 minutes we were in there.
No.
But just be kind to everyone. Help people out if they are trying to get a hold of a dealer's attention at the table. And if you've got the dealer's attention, hey, wave them over to the next guy. I try to do that a lot and just keep the line moving and help people out.
For the dealer room too, I would recommend, even if you're a first timer, have a list.
Yeah.
Have some targets planned out that you want and that you know that you want to go home with. But don't grab the first one necessarily. If you hit a good deal, jump on it. But sometimes you're going to want to look around. Now, we had an event at a different convention a few years ago where I was looking for very specific things, and I found them. But I decided, for whatever bizarre reason, that I wasn't going to buy them all at one time. I was going to buy a few and then walk around. Pat said, no, don't. They'll be gone. Buy them. I hemmed and hawed, and I said, yeah, you're probably right. Turned out he was exactly right. I went back to that same dealer about an hour later, and the items I would have left were gone.
Yeah.
I would have missed out on them. I would have been kicking myself the whole weekend. So if you see something that's really important to you, it's really good to just grab it. Be sure the price point is something that you want, because there's nothing worse than buying something and then having regret because you bought it for a higher price than you really intended. Because especially the little kids, theoretically, they're on a very limited budget. You want to be careful to use your money wisely.
Yeah.
That's why I recommend a list. I know you've done that for years.
One personal thing I can recommend is if it's something like a Movie Monster Series Bondi figure that you know multiple vendors are going to have, and you have no real fear that they're going to run out, walk around the dealer room first, get an idea of price, and then make your choice. Because, somebody who's got it for $45 here, last year, I don't remember off the top of my head what figure it was, but I found one for $45, and then I walked around a little bit, and I found the exact same figure for $30.
Yeah.
So just doing things like that, that helps. I always have a list, because there were a few years when I didn't, and I went rogue. Went hog wild and I was buying anything that wasn't held down, and I was nearly out of money on day one.
Yeah.
For my entire weekend budget. So I since then have made sure to prepare a list, but I put on that list what I always call a main target.
Yeah.
Something that I absolutely, positively cannot leave G-Fest without, especially if I know that they're going to have it. Case in point, the figure I'm holding right here.
Yeah.
The X Plus Godzilla 1989. This was my target for a number of years. I found one in 2018, passed on it. Then 19, passed on it. Did not see one in 22. In 23, I got to watch somebody else buy it out from under me. In 24, I finally got one. And I was lucky enough to find it for a very good price. But that was my main target for a number of years, and I unfortunately didn't follow my own rules, and I passed on it those couple of times.
Yeah.
But there have been other times when I've been looking for my main target, turn around, and there it is, I buy it right away. Another story I have about about planning, but then blowing your plan the minute you're in the dealer room. So this was 10 or so years ago. Walking into the dealer room, doing my initial pass, got to the first table. The wonderful folks at Chibi Goji Toys. They happen to have the Godzilla 1998 micro play sets, the Godzilla heads. And they had both of them. There were only two sets made, the one with the Brooklyn Bridge and the one with the Empire State Building. And they had both of them complete for $45 a piece. Well, right then and there, I was down $90. I was in the dealer room less than 5 minutes. Yeah. So for something like that you don't expect to find, that you find for a good deal, yeah, definitely go for it.
Lines. Want to talk about lines?
Yes, let's talk about lines.
There are going to be two main lines you're going to encounter when you first get to G-Fest. One will be the registration line. If you've pre-registered, it's actually run very, very well. They've got everything alphabetized. You walk up, say your name, they give you your badge, off you go. It can be a very long line, but it goes very, very quickly.
Yeah.
The other long line is the dealer room. The way they're doing the dealer room now is they have to limit how many bodies they can have physically in the room at any one time. So they've got an area set up for the line. And I waited last year, I want to say 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was wasn't that
horrible.
long. Some people, I don't recommend this. We actually talked about this last year. Some people will actually spend their first night in the dealer room line.
Yeah.
They will actually literally camp out
Sleep there, yeah.
I don't recommend doing that. I don't see the point to it. You're going to get in the room at some point, no matter what.
Yeah.
But yeah, last year we were in on the Friday, and like you said, in about 45 minutes.
Because you went in before me. I was at another event.
Yeah.
And then I waited in line by myself. But you know what? I met some great people.
Yeah.
Had some really good conversations. The line switches back on itself. So you're always going to have somebody near you to talk to. So you end up getting in some really good conversations. Yeah. And it can be a nice event unto itself. The 45 minutes flew by. I got into the dealer room. So, yeah.
That's another place where you want to be courteous, because if there are little kids in the line ahead of you or alongside you, they're going to be getting restless because they're excited. They don't want to be waiting. Just be patient with them. Don't be rude or anything like that. They're going to be jumping up and down. They're going to be excited.
Yeah.
Just try to put yourself in their shoes, and everything will be all right. But the dealer room line moves very fast. They run it very, very well.
If you're taking a backpack into the dealer room, please don't hit me in the face with it.
Yeah.
That happened to me last year. A gentleman turned and hit me full right in the face with his protruding backpack. That did not feel good. Please be courteous with your backpacks.
G-Fest allows backpacks in the dealer room. I would recommend that, just out of respect for your fellow congoers, if you got to have a backpack, don't keep it really stocked. Don't keep it very heavy or bulky so that it's sticking out, and it can do that.
So I'm a shorter guy, and I got hit right in the face by a tall guy wearing a backpack, and it did not feel good.
I also saw one year, about 10 years ago, there was a Godzilla figure I was reaching for to purchase, and someone with a backpack turned and knocked the figure down to the floor from the dealer's table, and the figure shattered. It broke the leg in 3 pieces. And I apologized to the dealer, and luckily he had seen the whole thing. He said, "No, I saw it. I saw you try to catch it." So I've actually seen the dealers lose merchandise because of backpacks. I've been hit a number of times in the chest with backpacks, or in the arms. I've actually gotten bruises from it.
Yep.
So just be respectful, be courteous.
That's all we ask.
Yeah.
So you want to talk about the other rooms?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's definitely do that.
Lots to do at G-Fest. Way more than just a dealer room.
Yep. Model contest room.
Yeah.
This is somewhere that I used to spend a lot of my time.
Yeah.
I used to create models out of pipe cleaners. I retired in 2019. I ended on a high note.
Yep.
Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah from King of the Monsters. But speaking as one of those artists, a lot of time and effort goes into the projects that are in the model contest room and the art contest room. Take some time out, go to those rooms, and appreciate what has been put on display for your enjoyment.
Some of the stuff is just gorgeous.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. And some of the pipe cleaner models that I see now are absolutely inspiring. So many of the art pieces are just jaw-dropping.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. And like I said, these people put a lot of time and effort into them. So don't be shy to go see them. That's what they're there for.
But don't touch.
Yeah. I actually had a piece stolen from one of my models
Rare
10 years ago.
Rare negative event. Yep.
Yeah. Definitely don't touch, because some of the pieces are delicate.
Yeah.
Some of the pieces can be knocked over easily. They're not all anchored down to the tables. Some of the art pieces, are just on frames.
Yeah.
And don't take what doesn't belong to you. That goes without saying, but I feel like I need to say it, speaking as somebody who actually was the victim of theft from the model room. Nothing I hold G-Fest accountable for.
No, not at all.
That goes for the dealer room too.
Yeah.
Because it's very easy in the dealer room to pick up a figure and then just kind of wander off with it. or get pushed away from the table, stay close to the table. Stay with your arm out. That's my little.
They do catch you.
Yeah.
We've seen it a couple of times.
Yeah, there was a couple of times they pulled the fire alarm and power went out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not worth it. Just go there and be a good guest.
So brief aside, but it does correlate to the model contest room and the art contest room.
Yeah. Artist Alley.
Artist Alley too. Yeah.
Oh, phenomenal place.
I love Artist Alley. Tim Price running the Artist Alley this year. Again, I love Artist Alley. I love going in there, seeing Bob Eggleton's work, Matt Frank's work. Always a treat.
Alan Barnes.
Alan O.W. Barnes. But not just those three. There are many artists. There are many dealers in there. Definitely check it out. I bought last year a Mothra pendant that I wear every day.
That's right.
Other place you want to check out are the panels.
Yeah.
The guests that are going to be there fly all the way from Japan. And they're there to talk to the fans.
They love it.
Yeah, if you get a chance to meet them when you get an autograph, definitely do. But they also, during their panels, go check out the panels because they tell great stories that you otherwise wouldn't hear. And don't count on seeing them on YouTube later either.
No.
That's not as prominent as it used to be.
For the panels, the schedule is a code that will be on your program. Or they don't give a program anymore.
It's on your badge.
You don't get a physical program anymore.
It's a QR code that you can scan and it'll pull up the menu. That's how they did it last year. I know they had some physical programs available for purchase last year.
Yeah. Don't know if they're going to do that again.
Yeah, we don't know.
We had it on our phones then the whole day, and I want to see this guy, and off we go to that panel. You can almost always get a seat in a panel. The rooms are usually huge.
Yeah.
And they don't mind if you come and go. Just be courteous as you come and go.
Yeah.
Don't be loud. Don't be disruptive as you're coming in and going out. That's it. Otherwise...
If it's not a panel you plan to stay a long time in, don't sit in the front row.
I always sit in the back if it's one I just want to drop in on. Or if I know for time-wise I have to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
So, just, again, be courteous. The guests are there.
Plan it out, too. Plan what you want to see, because a lot of the panels can overlap. So you may have to make some difficult choices. Do you want to see this panel, or do you want to see a panel relating to the 60th anniversary of Ebera Horror of the Deep? Which I'm not sure if they're doing this year. I just made that one up.
Yeah. Great film.
Yeah, I love that. Can't wait to see it at the Pickwick. One of the other great rooms is the arcade room.
Yep.
Where they, courtesy of Galloping Ghost, largely, a local Chicagoland arcade, they have a number of Godzilla and Ultraman arcade games.
For free.
And you can go in there and you can play them. Again, be courteous. If you're playing a game, maybe only play one round of the Godzilla fighting game and let the next person in line have a chance so that everybody has a chance to play. Most people that are attending this are not from Chicago, so they can't just hop in the car and run to Brookfield to go to Galloping Ghost and play these games.
Great place, by the way.
Yeah, Galloping Ghost is great, but they always go out of their way to accommodate the games, and they bring some awesome games. The Godzilla ping pong game, where you launch the ping pongs in Chibi Godzilla's mouth. I love playing that one every year. But there's also Godzilla Save the Earth. There's contests of Godzilla Battle Line. If you play the mobile game, there's any number of Godzilla game or just giant monster fighting games. Adam and I played the Lost World Jurassic Park fighting game not long ago.
But they have contests too for different Godzilla games. You know more about those than me, but we've known guys that spend their entire weekend doing nothing but playing those games. Yeah,
and I'm not a video game guy. My brother is. Yeah. I'm not. So I usually just pop in there, play a quick round of the Godzilla ping pong game, and pop out. The Godzilla tabletop game room.
Yeah.
They have a tabletop game room. You can play Godzilla Jenga, Godzilla. I don't know if Godzilla Monopoly is a regular one, but bring it with.
We're bringing a couple of games just for our own enjoyment between panels or whatever.
King of Tokyo. A game I like.
Great game, by the way.
I recommend. I just got a new expansion. So we're bringing that with so that we can play it in our room or in the hotel lobby, whatever. Godzilla cards, 52 deck playing cards. They had those
Yep.
a couple years ago. It was a Godzilla X Kong deck. And you can just play games with that.
Yeah.
They do a lot to furnish a lot of games.
They have a quiet area.
They do, yeah. If you need to step away, yeah, a lot of people have crowd anxiety. You can step away into the quiet area and regain your composure and stuff. I know that's actually difficult for both of us.
Yeah.
Censoring out crowds. So
Yep.
we ducked in there one
yeah.
year. It was very helpful. Another place you can go to for the quiet area, one of our favorite places, is the movie screening room.
Yep. The film room. Yep.
They show just random kaiju and tokusatsu movies and TV shows and episodes throughout the weekend in this one room.
Check the G-Fest post on Facebook because a couple of the guests are bringing their own actual films.
Yeah.
That'll be making their world premiere at G-Fest in the film room.
Yeah, including Yoshikazu Ishii-san. He's bringing one of his movies to show at G-Fest screen. So that's really cool. Because we actually got to hold some of the props from that when we were in Japan.
Yep. Oh, you guys did. Yeah, that was the one.
My brother and I, when we were in Japan for G-Tour, we met Ishii-san a couple of times, and he brought with him some of the props from the movie, and we got to hold some of the monster pieces. So that was really cool.
Dojo Studios. Every year, a bunch of super fans get together, and they work on a fan kaiju film, many of which are available on YouTube.
Yeah.
And just look up Dojo, D-O-J-O Studios. And you'll be able to see some of their past efforts. And they're a ton of fun. These are super nice people that are just doing it for the love of doing it. They have their own area where they'll have a little city set up, and they'll have a guy in a suit knocking buildings down. And you can go in there and watch them make the movie. You can watch little snippets of movies they've already made. Mm-hmm. You can talk to the people that are involved with it.
Yep.
Tips on making costumes.
They actually will have some of their filming suits, because they do actually make filming suits that are like quality of the Godzilla movies. Yeah. They do a really nice job. I have some pictures of their set from last year. So you can watch them making that. Last year they were making a Godzilla 1998 suit.
Yep.
And
I remember that. Yeah.
Kurt Carley, the suit actor who played Godzilla 1998, was in there looking at it and took some pictures with it, which I thought was just awesome.
And they'll come out to the main halls in the suits sometimes and just kind of do photo ops and stuff. So it's a really good place to spend a little time.
The G-Fantas suit, if you've seen that and pictures of that, they're the ones who facilitate taking pictures with it.
Yep.
It's all usually on display. I love seeing Dojo Studios work.
Yep.
Another thing we want to mention that's actually very important for whether you're staying at the hotel or whether you're traveling by car, because if you're staying at the hotel, if you're going to the Pickwick in your car, parking.
Yeah.
The parking garage fills up quickly. And a lot of times first day we're there, because we're there before G-Fest actually starts. It's not so crowded. We get a parking spot right off the door. And other times, like last year by Saturday night when we came back from the Pickwick, we parked and we could see the car from our room. I have some pictures of that as well. We were transporting things from the room to the car.
It ended up being about a half a mile walk, but we could actually look out our window and there was our car.
Yeah, so if we were a Jedi, we could have just made a jump.
Yep.
But be prepared for that. That is something that you do want to call into consideration with going to the Pickwick. Is getting a parking spot when you come back at 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
That is something to actually take into consideration.
Last year it was also dumping 2 inches of rain an hour when we were coming back, and that added its own little challenges.
Yeah, it did.
So, Chicago. Costume Parade?
Yes, Costume Parade. The Costume Showcase, Costume Parade, they're doing a couple different versions of the Costume Parade this year. One for an actual contest and others for non-entrance in a contest, just to showcase their cosplay. These are incredible works of art.
Yes.
People that are walking around that do these pieces. I recommend checking those out, and if they're walking around doing photo ops, definitely
Yeah.
get a picture. Last year was our mom's first year, and within 5 minutes of being there, somebody walked out in a almost movie accurate Hedra costume,
Yeah.
and was just walking around taking pictures. My mom's jaw hit the floor.
Yeah.
She was just stunned by it. But yeah, the costume parade is outstanding.
And they have one for kids too.
The costume contest itself takes place on Saturday night.
Yep.
We always view that before we go to the Pickwick.
Yep.
It's always really cool to see.
Now, sometimes that runs a little long. So if you're going to the movie, what we do is we
Yeah.
stay either out in the hallway and stand and watch the costume event, or we sit toward the back. Mm-hmm. And that way we're not disturbing anything as people are displaying their costumes. We have our exit set up so we know when we have to leave, we're not going to bother anybody in doing so. So, again, just a courtesy thing.
To quote Emperor Antonio, close down all the exit points.
I love that character. I so want an action figure of him.
Well, maybe that's something I could do for the model contest.
There you go.
One last thing I do want to mention that I did not mention before. Budget.
Yeah.
Budget for everything, even down to a can of pop, because that'll save you in the long run. I budget everything every year. I have a separate dealer room budget, which is separate from our hotel budget, which is separate from our meal budget, which is separate from my Artist Alley budget. I keep everything separate and isolated from one another so that I know what's going on. And the Artist Alley budget and dealer room budget on Sunday, if I've got one or the other, I roll it into whatever I want to focus on.
Tip to the parents, having been a parent for many, many years, have your own budget set up. It's way easy to overspend there because your kid's excited about this or that. Be sure that you've got that money in the correct pocket so you can eat dinner that night. It's experience talking.
Yep.
So
yeah, or the one year that I thought I had left an entire packet of our meal budget at home.
Yes.
I did not. I had just misplaced it.
A little bit of panic on the ride up.
We're like, how are we going to eat? Because that was back when G-Fest and the venue were all cash.
Yeah.
Not the hotel is cashless.
Yeah.
By the way.
Good point. Yes.
Wanted to mention that the hotel is cashless. The dealers, however, primarily only take cash.
Cash. They will take some debit.
Some places take debit. Some do Apple Pay.
PayPal.
Some places take PayPal. Some places even take Zelle.
Yeah.
It just depends on who you get, who you know, how much you're spending.
Yeah.
But usually cash is king in the dealer room and in Artist Alley.
I think that's it.
I think that's
all right.
just about everything that we've covered.
I'm excited. We'll be there about 10 days out as of the making this video.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to it. Watched Sven Gulli last night.
Yes.
In
yes,
preparation,
we did.
Destroy All Monsters. Gotta love Sven, former G-Fest guest.
Yep.
We've actually met Sven twice.
Yeah.
We stood in a Party City for 3 hours.
Yeah.
About 15 years ago to talk to Sven for about a minute and a half. Totally worth it. We'll do it again in a minute.
Yeah, so we've already started our prep. We're watching some movies, including Battle in Outer Space, War in Space. We watched Godzilla 2000, Godzilla vs. Biollante, Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah, Godzilla vs. Destroya, Destroy All Monsters.
The Human Vapor is going to be a Netflix series coming up later this year.
Yeah, and as of July 1st, GMK is supposed to be on Netflix too. So, but they're also showing that at G-Fest this year.
But just be aware of that. That's another Toho film from the mid-'60s. That's going to be a Netflix series coming up. So
so we're really excited about that.
Kaiju Thrive, at least.
G-Fest also starts July 10th this year, which if you're a Tokusatsu fan, you know that is Ultraman Day.
Ultraman.
It is the 60th anniversary of the premiere of Ultraman. That is the day G-Fest starts this year, so that is very cool.
That's all I've got.
Yeah, that's everything I can think of. If there's anything else, we'll post another video. But other than that, this is pretty much going to be our last tips and tricks video for the year. We've got a lot of planning. We've got a lot of work we've got to do over the next week going into G-Fest. We're not really going to have time to do another video. But check out last year's and the year before. We did a number of videos on
Yeah.
the subject. And I hope to see you at G-Fest.
Yep.
I hope you can make it. Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And long live the king.